Welcome to Mike's Missions and welcome to glorious North Devon, and in particular Lynmouth. Now this wonderful little village is often called by people Little Switzerland, and glancing around here you can see why it's picked up that nickname. But Lynmouth is only our starting point today. It's early September, the weather is glorious, and it's very nearly the end of the cricket season. I hope you're going to join me today as we visit a really unique cricket ground that's found in this corner of the world. Now, some cricket grounds are known for the beauty. I can think of Arundel, Worcester, and John Arlott's old favourite at Queen's Park in Chesterfield. But the ground we're going to visit today, it transcends beauty. It's nothing short of spectacular, and I hope it's going to knock you for six today as well. So come and join me, but first we have a little journey to get to the ground. I've been carrying too many loose things around with me today, and I thought I could do with a little bag to pop them in. I've got notepads and leaflets and that sort of thing, and so I popped into a gift shop, bought a tiny little bag. This is it, lovely bag for a tenner, and on my way out the woman said, "Would you like a bag for it?" A bag for a bag? No thank you. So right now I'm finding it difficult to tear myself away from this fabulous old harbour here in Lynmouth. But I'm off to see a cricket match involving Linton and Lynmouth Cricket Club playing against the Wanderers. Well, a coffee sounded a great idea, but look what else they've got. Smoothies, and the temperature's rising here. It must be 21 degrees I think, and we are in September, so cheers. Oh, strawberry and banana, that's beautiful. Right, there's a rescue boat here in Lynmouth, which is a reminder that way back in 1952 this tiny little place was hit by an almighty tragedy. A flood which killed almost 40 people and wrecked the whole village. And if you look just there, you can see the Lynmouth Flood Memorial Hall, which has a museum recalling that horrific night.
Years ago, the waters brought tragedy to Lynmouth. Now, all they bring is a rich harvest without them. Back into Lynmouth.
Wreckage on the seashore tells its own story of that dreadful night. And still the sea yields up all that remains of those who lived and died in the little town. But the people of Lynmouth are not beaten. The flood could not take away their courage and determination, and they planned to build anew. The nation, led by Her Majesty the Queen, and indeed the world, heard their cry for assistance.
This really is a fabulous museum, and as long as it's here, it means that the tragedy of 1952 will never ever be forgotten, even though few people around these days can remember what happened. We are in Devon here, but look at this range of Cornish pasties. Which one would you go for? Now if you look at a map, Lynmouth, where I am now, and Linton, where I need to get to, are side by side. The only problem is Lynmouth is down here and Linton somewhere up there. I promise you today that this getting to this cricket match will be something of an adventure, and now we're going to ride on the Linton and Lynmouth Cliff Railway. It's a funicular ride powered by water, opened in 1890. It's the world's biggest and steepest ride of its kind, and it uses 60,000 gallons of water from the River Lynn every day. And it's a Grade 2 listed working heritage railway. So let's go and climb aboard. Look at the fabulous flowers here up at Linton at the top end of the funicular railway. So we've walked up the village through Linton and now we're very close to the Valley of Rocks where our cricket ground is. We'll be there in a few minutes. So when I was a teenager, I used to go to cricket in Sheffield at the old Bramall Lane ground, watching Yorkshire, And I was also a member of Derbyshire, who played just down the road in Queen's Park in Chesterfield. Now you couldn't have wished for such a contrast in the grounds. Bramhall Lane, of course, was three-sides football, right in the middle of the city. Queen's Park, surrounded by trees, view over the tops of them up to the Crooked Spire. So here we are. I've just had my first glimpse of Valley of Rocks cricket ground, and the match has just begun. And we're going to go through this lovely little gate. Now the reason there are gates and cattle grids around here is because this area, Valley of Rocks, is also home, as well as cricketers, to lots of feral goats, and I think the odd pony as well. I don't know if play gets stopped by goats, but we might find out today. But look at this, we've hardly got a glimpse of the ground and it's already looking stunning. So what do you think then? Doesn't this scenery just knock you for six? Now I can't tell you what the score is, or even which team is batting. It doesn't really matter, does it, when you've got surroundings like this? But even so, I'll go and check at the pavilion with the scorer and see what's going on. Well, two things I've discovered. The successful bowler was called Will, and this lovely little fence all the way around the pitch isn't the boundary, it's to keep the goats out. Over here, behind the heavy roller and behind the net, I think I can spot the goats. Look at these. Hear me now, but there's a strong gale arrived from St Evelyn straight down the valley. Some more people down there filming goats. Look at how beautiful it is and the colours today. So I think what we'll do now is climb up a little and look at the ground from above. Now, cricket's been played here every summer since 1876, and there are a few signs of any innovations. There's no stump mics, there's no floodlights, there's no snickometer, but one thing they do have is an electric scoreboard. Not out. On the way up now, and the views are getting better. You can even see the sea already, look. Well, we're already quite high up here and we're still not at the top. The view's just like it is from the press box at Lord's, but with more trees here and goats, of course. Some people have gone up there for a real grandstand view, but I think I'll hold on to my position here. So here's the cricket pitch, and I think Wanderers are piling on the runs. But what happens if we carry on this little path here? Have a little look round the corner. That's a nice little walk to complete during the tea interval, but don't go too close to the edge. That's a nice little walk. I think this is the Southwest Peninsula Way, which is around 500 miles long. It starts just up there, around that headland in Minehead. Well, today's mission for me was a personal one. I've been here to the Valley of the Rocks several times, I suppose, but I've never seen a game of cricket being played here. So today I wanted to see a couple of teams have a go at each other, and thanks to Linton and Lynmouth and the Wanderers, who came from Wiltshire apparently, I've been able to do that. I think it's the tea interval now, which has just reminded me that I've got a pork pie in the car. So for me it's been mission accomplished, and it'll be doubly so when I sink my teeth into that pork pie. Thank you for joining me today. It's been quite an adventure from Lynmouth up the funicular railway to Linton, and then around the cricket ground here at Valley of Rocks. Just one more thing to remind you, if you have enjoyed it, please subscribe, and then it'll encourage me to go on more silly adventures and try to achieve more missions. Thanks again, bye.